Hi, my name's Gabe. I'm the founding Ember Chief of the Miami Shawnee Ember. Today is just kind of like a little get-together for everybody who could show up. The Ember started January of 2020, before the whole pandemic started and everything. We basically thought that we had a whole bunch of people in 516 down in Centerville, Ohio, who were really interested in the firecrafter stuff. But being outside of the council, of the Crossroads of America Council, we couldn't really find a way to be active from being an hour and a half away to 2 hours drive, so we decided to make our own Ember.
Hi, I'm Brad Duncan. I'm the founding Ember advisor for the Miami Shawnee Ember of Firecrafter, the first Ember for the 2nd century of Firecrafter. Witnessed it for the first time at a very soggy summer camp in 2015. Was really intrigued watching boys rubbing sticks together and making fire, and I wanted to learn everything I could learn about that. Firecrafter is probably the most fun thing I do in all of scouting. And every year we'd come home from ritual, we'd talk about how to keep the excitement of the ritual experience alive, and we would talk on the bus on the way home back to Centerville about starting our own Ember. And so in the fall of 2019, we finally sat down and talked to the boys who were interested in Firecrafter. So we wrote a proposal and it was approved at the council committee meeting on January the 4th, 2020. I remember that day, it's very important to me. That was the birth of the Miami Shawnee Ember of Firecrafter.
After I was done with my tenure, Andrew took over.
My name is Andrew Coderre. I moved here about 8 years ago when we first joined the troop. We had never heard of firecrafting before. At my first summer camp with the troop, I was introduced to it, and it was one of the coolest programs that I've ever witnessed. Just the stuff that they did and all the fun they had. No other group was doing that kind of stuff, so it was really cool to see. A few years later, I started in the program. I went to camper and Woodsmen in one summer camp and Firecrafter the next. One of the best experiences of my life, and all three of these guys can attest to. So our newest Ember Chief, because since I am now 21, I can no longer be the chief, so I have passed my reins to Colin.
I'm Colin. We all got Firecrafter the same year. Gabe and I joined the same year, and we both really liked the program. This is our Ember bow. It's a 2-person bow.
About 5 feet tall. One of our members, Mr. Finelli, went and carved the Miami Shawnee into it, and so this is basically going to be used for making a couple fires during some of our outings. We made this fire here with it tonight, but this was the first time that we've used it, but we're going to use it a lot more.
It'll mostly be used for ceremonies and stuff like that, specifically a passing chiefship, I guess.
Yeah.
Chiefship.
Universal Studios.
Faster. You know, technically because that's not a vehicle, if I told you to accelerate, that could mean slow down.
We don't have one now. Oh man, look at that.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, because I stopped. I wouldn't have gone this far. I didn't touch myself.
But I did.
Maybe because I was in
Hi Colin, you think you make a play with that one?
Son, get out of my glory. Lemon really just jumped in after everybody did all the hard work and took all the benefits.
Stick right there.
Got my hair got your knuckle hair going? Yeehaw! Good job, boys.
We're kind of kicking off the new year. Got about 13, 14 boys here and some adults. I have some flares down in the basement. We had a hard time getting that big bow drill to work.
It was easier
should have used it. I thought of it.
I'm looking forward to summer camp, making some new firecrafters, get back to going to ritual, and spreading the word to as many troops in the Miami Valley Council as we can. I'd like it to spread it as far and wide as we can. For some reason.
Our goals are to continue to grow our ember, the biggest ember in Ohio, the only ember in Ohio. There was an ember before this, but sadly it fizzled out a little bit, and our goal was to not let that happen.
I feel our goal as an ember is to help spread Firecrafter to other troops around us, to make them see what a great program it is, and show them how much fun it can be around other people who like the same things that you do.